today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's the NFC Championship game.
These teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Dak going to start out going to the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Now Prescott going to change the play. Now the first carry here for the running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Prescott off play action. Now and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have struck first in this NFC title game.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off. Let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a full head of steam. Down to the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Jalen Waddle, 66 yards. And the Niners are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just...
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie. And they start 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This is 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Cowboys. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Throwing, Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now 49er pressure, and they get it. It's blocked. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So the very rare blocked punt scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks, as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Play action now. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Hurts changing up the play. Now a first carry for their fullback. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So what a start. It's not often you even get 3 possessions in a first quarter, but he now has 3. Touchdown passes. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a 3rd. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
Flag accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. Here's Hurts. Throwing right, and that's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Good solid gain on 1st down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Brooks will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. First carry for Elijah Mitchell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And some space here. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get...
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Prescott on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Now they'll change things up. First down, Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jalen Carter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's the big fella inside the 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And got his man complete. There he goes again. Touchdown, 49ers. Jalen Waddle saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Prescott now. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott now from the 50. Left side to Lamb. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That one complete to Leggett. Touchdown 49ers. Xavier Leggett, 33 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes. Waddle, the motion man right. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll run with Brooks, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jonathan Brooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Another try for Guerrero.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. And now an audible here into something else.
Now back to throw.
Right side to Williams. Touchdown! Jamison Williams.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. Now 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Niners. First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
He'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 3.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Once again, it's Brooks.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.